morning, everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and today is day 2 on sailing, well, kind of sailing, on my time on Symphony of the Seas. And I say that because I don't think we left the dock yet. So yesterday, if you stayed to the end and you saw the bonus footage, yesterday I got on board. They asked us to get here 2 hours early because there was incoming weather. There was a nor'easter coming towards the New York area. So it caused a lot of traffic. It literally took 2 hours to get what should take 15 minutes. It was just a huge traffic because the infrastructure by the Cape Liberty Pier, it's like one lane. And when you have arrivals and departures at the same time, it got real interesting. Real interesting. But we made it. We all got on board and we did not beat out the weather. The captain got on the PA around, I think it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was like, so we tried our best. We got you all here early. We got you all checked in early. And it did not work out that way. The docks have been closed. So basically, they said they would give us an update today on what the plan is. So we spent the night on board, doing all the ship activities, everything except for the casino and the shops were open to us because those can't be open when we're at port. So we spent the night on the ship. I told my mom what happened. She's like, it's like you're at a hotel on sea, but you're not going anywhere. It's fine. Like, she's right. She's right. And, I took it in stride. It's like, I'm still on the ship. I'm still doing the things I want to be doing. The thing is with sailing, I kind of feel like your itineraries are not guaranteed, right? Because it's like, there was a time, I think when I was on Icon, we had to skip a stop because of high wind. Things happen and you can't always make it in and out of port. And this is just another example of that. So I'm just sort of the mindset of going with the flow and I'm waiting to see what happened. But in addition to that, when I went to bed last night, my back started not feeling so good. Like, really not feeling so good. So like, you can see I'm up and about. Like, you can see I'm in the mirror. I'm here. I'm up high. But I am going at a snail's pace. So this will be very much a taking it easy kind of a vlog today while I'm resting. I have like one of those, generic icy hot kind of things on my back, and we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take it easy. Stuff that does not require too much work. We're gonna have a relaxed ship day. That is the plan. So now, breakfast. Let's go find it. So in case you're wondering about how bad out it is, it's not really raining, it's just the wind, as you could hear. It is definitely a wind issue. Okay, so I ate my breakfast at Windjammer, but it was so busy that I shared my table with somebody, so I didn't want to start filming my food with other strangers at the table with me. So part of the blinking lights, it's very crowded, largely because there's no indoor areas with lounge chairs on this ship. So it's any place that would have been like spread out with people sort of like, relaxing on a lounger. There's no place like that because it's all outdoor. Ooh, announcements. So even though the casino is not open, there's actually places to sit here because the casino is not open. So that's why I came over here. So we got an update. At 10 o'clock this morning, the captain got on the PA and told us what's going on. So they said they tried wheeling and dealing and trying to get us out of here, and the port's just not having it. So we're here another day. So I boarded yesterday. We were supposed to sail out. That didn't happen. Today is day 2. We're not sailing out. They said that the port is closed until tomorrow morning. They have opened the gangway, so if anyone would like to explore the lovely town of Bayonne, the gangway is open. It's open from now, which is just a little bit after 10 o'clock. And they said that the all aboard is at 10 p.m. tonight, so there's all day. So really, if somebody wanted to go into like New York City, you do have the time to do it, but the weather is not pleasant as you saw before. So it sounds like most people are finding things to do on board. And also the Broadway-style production that's on the show. I was supposed to go see it at 8 o'clock tonight. They just made an announcement. They changed it to a matinee show, so now my reservation is for 3 o'clock. So I have something to do today. But considering the way I'm feeling, I'm okay. I'm okay with this. I'm taking it slow, just chilling. I got coffee. I learned that inside the Crown Club, the Diamond, like if you have Diamond level status and you have access to this club, they have a fancy coffee machine. They do. They have a fancy coffee machine. So, I know where I will be acquiring my caffeinated beverage in the morning now. So, I have my fancy coffee from the fancy coffee machine. And, and just gonna sit, relax, go see Hairspray at 3 o'clock, and, just have a go with the flow attitude. This is one of those things, like, there's nothing you can do about it. There really isn't. I'm sorry about these flashing lights on me, but this is like, it's making me laugh. I'm gonna go sit in another machine. Okay, hopefully this is better. I'm now with these Buffalo here. I was over there. I don't even know what machine they are. The screen's just totally off. So yeah, I'm gonna sit with these Buffalo where it's not blinking so much. But like I was saying, with the way I'm feeling, this has just been like a go with the flow kind of a situation, and that's all you can do. It's everything is what you make of it, and if you you're like, oh, I wanted to be in Florida, or I wanted to be at sea. I mean, we lost a sea day, but that doesn't change anything that was going on board. I mean, it was cold, so right, like you lose out on pool time or like water slide, flow rider. But in terms of like trivia, activities that are going on, music, dancing, like all that stuff is still going on. You could still have a great time even with the itinerary change. So I'm just taking it in stride and just going with the flow. It's all you can do. Otherwise, you're gonna not have a great vacation, and I want to have a great vacation. And this is why I say it's not about the destination. It's always about the journey. It's always about what we're doing on the way and how we get there. Whether it's staying in place and slowing down, and apparently the boat is agreeing with me that I need to slow it down, or what you get to see along the way. So here's to the journey. And we'll see what else the day holds. But it definitely holds Hairspray. I'm gonna get to see a John Waters production on board. Love it. I love it. So I found a good venue to sit and read. It's called Dazzles, and it's sort of like in the middle of the ship away from things. And there's a bunch of people in here just sitting and reading. So it's working out well. So I have my Kindle set up here. And we have this view out the window there. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So I decided to come back to my room for a little bit, just for a little respite. But in case you were wondering what book I'm reading Rant by Chuck Palahniuk. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not 100% sure, but I will continue to enjoy books by him. They're always a little off and a little disturbing, but always well written. So that's the hook, right? But regardless, I came back to my room and my friends, what's one of my favorite things about cruising? Towel animals. Towel animals. And I have my first one. So I got back to my room and I have this, I guess it's a bunny rabbit. I think because it has these long ears. So I think it's a bunny rabbit that just needs a carrot. And I'm hysterical at how Tiptoe was positioned. Like, Tiptoe, what's up back there? What you doing? But I got a bunny rabbit. Maybe I'll reciprocate it with the traditional bunny rabbit. I remember how to make the body. I have to remember how to make the head. I'm not sure how to make the head. I know how to do an elephant. Oh my gosh. Y'all, usually I like to sort of like, because they do towel animals every other day. So on the off day, I will leave my stateroom attendant a towel animal and I start like a menagerie of towel animals. And I usually take screenshots on my phone of like instructions. We're still in port. I still have internet. I'm gonna go. I don't have internet in my room. There's too much like structure. But if I go up top, I have internet. I'm gonna go download the instructions. We'll do that. We'll do that. But yes, Bunny. A bunny has arrived in my stateroom. So it's lunchtime. I came down to Park Cafe, which is in the Central Park area. And the reason I picked this place is they have like a make your own salad station. So I figured it would fit the bill and yeah, gonna enjoy. And here is the little salad that I made. So I had like mixed greens and then I got some tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and the pumpkin seeds. And I also got myself some fruit. They have grab and go fruit here. So I got these. These are honeydew, but they also have watermelon and pineapple in little cups also. So it's good for a snack on the go. So a little bit of a costume change. Tonight is one of the fancy nights. So I came back to my room to get dressed before the show because my reservation for Hairspray is at 3 p.m. and I have the early seating for dinner at 5 p.m. So right after the show, it'll be dinner time. So instead of rushing to get back and change, especially since I'm moving at a snail's pace today, I changed into my fancy night attire. So I'll show you what I got on. So here is my fancy night attire. So I have my bandana dress on. I rock it with some combat boots. So I fortunately planned ahead. Although my back was not bothering me when I got on board, it is now. So combat boots came in handy. I will wear boots with dresses, all the time. It's commonplace for me. But I didn't bring the Bowie boots this time because I thought they were too much with the dress that I have on. So I didn't even bring the Bowie boots this time. But it all worked out because flats are better for my back right now. And that's how I'm rolling. So I'm gonna go head down, watch Hairspray, and I'll let you know what I think of it. And I'm gonna head to dinner. So I got myself situated for the show. I'm in the balcony in the front row, and this is my vantage point. So if you're not familiar, and by the way, it's so empty because I got here really early. If you're not familiar, Hairspray, I love this story. Hairspray takes place around like 1960s in Baltimore. This was originally a John Waters film that starred Ricky Lake and Debbie Harry and Sonny Bono. Like it had just such an amazing cast. And it really speaks to segregation at that point in time. And it focuses around dance. So it's like the Corny Collins show, and they like have dance-offs, and it's just a lot of fun. Then they adapted it to be a Broadway play, and it was playing on Broadway for many years, and then now it's here. So it's a Broadway-style production on board. But in addition to it being on Broadway, they then made another film based on the Broadway version, and that one starred John Travolta and by the way, I can't believe I forgot to mention Divine was in the original, and then John Travolta takes on the role that Divine played. Oh my god, I grew up watching the original. I loved it, so I'm excited that this is the show on board. So I'll let you know what I think of it. So costume change again. So I went to see Hairspray and I loved it. I loved it. They had such a great staging of this show. The cast was fantastic. They started the show, they did the opening number and they started the second number, and then they stopped the show and they said they were having technical difficulties. And then a few minutes later, there was like an announcement like to stay in your seats because there was a medical emergency. And they made that announcement twice. And then when they came back, they said the understudy for Little Inez was performing. So I'm just drawing conclusions as to, what occurred, but I hope that the actress is okay. I hope that, whatever it is not too serious, and that, she'll be back in the future. But that's it's live entertainment, I guess, right? Like, you never know what's gonna happen. But they restarted the show, and everybody was so on point. Everyone did such a great job. So I'm going to have a second video about all the different entertainment that I saw on the ship, so I'll go into more details then. And after the show, I went to dinner. I eat in the main dining room every night because they're able to accommodate my dietary stuff. So it keep it simple. And it's easy, and they take care of me, and they're doing a great job. So went to the main dining room, had some dinner. I always get a cheese plate for dessert, and I bring it back to the room for snacking later. So, like, you'll see. Over here is my cheese plate I got for dessert over here. Got some brie and some Swiss and some cheddar, some little grapies, good stuff. Good stuff. And they give me some silverware. So I guess that's where I'm going to call it for today. So, calm day, chill day, and we're still in Cape Liberty. We're still in the New York area. So what they said is that we will sail out tomorrow as soon as they open the port and they allow us to leave. They had the gangway open, so if anyone wanted to leave the ship, you could do that. I heard someone joking that they were going to go home and do laundry and come back. But the gangway was open, so we weren't captive on the ship. We were able to get off, but I stayed on. I'm here. I'm on vacation. There was so much to do on the ship. There's so many amenities. I enjoyed my time on the ship, and that's it. So I guess with that, I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon, and until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.